If a Spanish guy gives you a compliment about your nose, he's not trying to be silly, he's just being Spanish. A very important beauty standard in Spain is to have an ideal nose. In Spain, asking about your age is a normal and polite talking point. While someone from the US might feel offended about this, in Spain, the people don't take offense and will give a direct answer. In Spain, people keep the last names of both parents. The first last name is from the father, and the second last name is from the mother. Fireworks are commonly set off during the daytime during festival season, particularly in Valencia, Spain. There are 5 languages in Spain. Spanish, also known as Castilian, is the official language spoken by everyone in Spain. Catalan, it's the official language spoken in the northeast of Spain and Catalonia. And here in the east coast, in Valencia, it's called Valencian. In the northwest of Spain, Galician is spoken. It has some commonality with Portuguese. In the north of Spain, Basque is spoken. It's a language that's very ancient and even older than Latin. And finally, Aranese is spoken in the Aran Valley. Remember that in Spain, the week begins on Monday. When discussing plans or schedules with Spanish people, please keep this in mind. Sunday in Spain is usually reserved for gathering with family. In Spain, the majority of Spanish people live in the same town or region they grew up in, and the pace of life is a lot slower here, so family get-togethers happen often. The most important winter holiday in Spain is on January 6th, where Spanish people celebrate the Three Kings Day. During the days leading up to January 6th, there are parades and fiestas in the streets, and children line up at city halls to take pictures with the Three Kings and receive holiday gifts. In elementary school, each classmate's birthday is celebrated together with their entire class. The birthday parties are a 4-hour-long event, typically held at a children's game center. Parents of the birthday child will collect a monetary donation from other parents to rent the event center. Unlike in the US, where you might typically drop off the kids, parents in Spain are typically expected to stay and attend the event to chaperone and socialize with other parents. It's common and acceptable in Spain for unmarried adults to live with their parents until their late 30s. In Spain, instead of using the term boyfriend or girlfriend for a sibling's significant other, they are typically called cuñada or cuñado, which means sister-in-law or brother-in-law, even though the couple is not married. This is true even from the age of 12 or 13. Marriage proposals are not common and not a big deal in Spain. For Spanish couples, getting married is typically just a simple discussion between the couple and is a non-event. Men typically do not get down on one knee to ask for your hand in marriage. This does not mean there aren't exceptions, but for the most part, grand gesture marriage proposals are not common in Spain. Instead of wedding gifts, the Spanish tradition is to gift the newlyweds money. The monetary gift is typically wired directly to the newlyweds' bank account. The wedding invitation will have the wedding date, wedding venue, and the couple's bank account number to wire the monetary gift. The amount of money gifted varies from around 50 euros to up to 300 euros from each guest. Baby showers and gender reveal parties are not common celebrations in Spain. When there is a death in a small town, there is a loudspeaker announcement that can be heard throughout the town announcing the name of the recently deceased. This is typically only done in small towns and doesn't happen in big cities. Spanish funerals are typically done within 24 to 48 hours. Additionally, nowadays, unless you are very religious, no one wears black at funerals in Spain, and there is no reception after the funeral. Football teams in Spain can be quite political. Real Madrid and FC Barcelona soccer teams are the two largest rivalries in Spain and are often identified with opposing political positions. Real Madrid is viewed as representing Spanish nationalism, and FC Barcelona is seen as representing Catalan nationalism. Eggs are not typically eaten in the mornings here in Spain. They are considered an evening meal. And because the production in Spain is completely different, eggs can be sold unrefrigerated here. Milk is also sold unrefrigerated. The milk can be kept at room temperature for up to 6 months unopened, but it still must be refrigerated after opening. Seafood and tapas are not the only popular Spanish cuisines. Rice dishes are quite popular, particularly in Valencia, which has a long history with rice production. Aside from the famous Valencian paella, you can find a variety of other types of rice dishes. Spaniards usually don't snack between meals. They tend to strictly follow the mealtime schedule. At 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning, typically you have a coffee and toast for breakfast. At 10 a.m. in the morning, you can have a breakfast sandwich with a glass of cold beer for brunch. At 2 p.m. is lunchtime, and finally at 9 p.m. dinner starts. Eating at any other times than the norm will usually get you a raised eyebrow from a Spaniard. If you're lucky, free shots or chupitos on the house are sometimes offered after a meal at some restaurants. Bills are paid off directly at your table with a portable credit card scanner. If you think you're gonna lose weight in Spain because of the Mediterranean-style meals, think again. Rice dishes, bread, potatoes, and delicious pastries in Spain will add quite a bit of calories to your diet. Additionally, there are a lot of Italian immigrants living in Spain who open up amazing Italian restaurants with authentic Italian pizza and pasta that can be difficult to resist. Not to mention, dining out on the terrazas in Spain is common and is an integral part of Spanish culture. But if you indulge too much in this tradition, you might end up eating and drinking more than you normally would. The empty calories from too many nights drinking wine and beer will add up fast. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.